not me, I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Mad back, liquor clean. Dead precious in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures in the pantyhose.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ben on third and long. And he's got Rodgers. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll go again with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a first down carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The football, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it here. This is James White. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Brady going up top. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 45 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Throwing now is Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Jack 16. What's up, guys?
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Snickers, 66.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he finds McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hurry up, let's go! Biggie!
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, 99 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this time he'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it with Bell. And some room to work. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Here's Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
31. Rip.
The final shot before half for Brady. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you can play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 76 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be Incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And able to find Decker. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Brady to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. On third and long, it's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Brady going to throw. Right side, there's Decker. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action. Now it's Brady. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shoots past him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right? A little tired, and if nothing else.
And the ball is out. Burkhead lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of the...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Room here to run. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 43 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
White 20! White 20!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that goes for a gain of 31. Brady now on first down. Going deep here for Edelman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Here's Brady. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Go, 66. Let's go. 31.
They'll run now with Burkhead. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go. Hey, Alabama. Let's go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Brady got to have this one. Steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And he's got room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on third and long. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Like 20! Like 20!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They find some open field here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here we go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can